Hello. You wondering how you got here? Me too. My name is Nina, and I decided to start a channel. I know, right? I am a wife, I am a mother of three, and I have a full-time job. And over the last, 14 years, I have developed this love, this passion for crafting. But I haven't had time. I work 8 hours a day. I commute 3 hours a day. There's homework and bath time and dishes and food. And although my husband does help me, it's still a lot. So finally, the kids, ages 10 and twin 7, boy and girl, they're older now. So now it's time for me to get into what I want to do. So I decided, what better way to do what I want to do and figure out who I am is to bring you with me. So get ready for this roller coaster, because I decided that because I love crafting and I just love creating things, I'm not a pro or anything, that I decided I wanted to, start a business, a little side business. Not whether or not it takes off is okay, but it's something that's all mine, not anyone else's. So if you see me with my bonnet, you see me with my jammies in my bed, it's because it is a Saturday or a Sunday, the only time that I film. And guess what? I want to be comfortable. So come along with me on my journey. I just got a printer that I transformed into Sublimation. And this is totally new to me, okay? So my first project is to sublimate on this Dollar Tree canvas to see if it works. I've watched a few videos and it says to use lamination to get the sublimation to adhere to the canvas. Okay. I'm also new to Canva, so you're gonna walk through it with me. If you have any tips or tricks for me, please comment down below. I appreciate it. If you have any tips and tricks for me for life in general, crafting in general, come on, we're a community. Help a sister out. Alrighty, give me a moment to turn my camera around and let's get to crafting. Alrighty, now that I got you all set up, now bear with me. I don't have all the fancy cameras or the know-how to record from my laptop. We're gonna be real basic around here until I learn. If you again have some tips for me, some know-how, I will continue to go to YouTube University. And as we proceed, I will get better and better and better. But please, if you have some tips, comment down below. Let me know. At this point, we're in it together. All right. So I opened up Canva, and mind you, I do have Canva Pro. I've had this for about maybe 2 months, and I know that I paid about $120 for it. There is a trial for 7 days, and you can do a lot without Canvas Pro, but I felt that the elements and the text and the background removing was a lot easier with it. I plan on doing this only for a year to see how it goes. And we'll just, I'm going to go from there. All right. So I decided to use a real estate flyer. So it's about 8.5 by 11 inches because that's what my paper will be. I am going to start by going to shapes. Not shapes, elements. Okay. And I already picked out an element. And let's see, it was this one right here. You can see, you can't see. Let's swirl you around over here. So, right here is the element I chose, a park background. And I'll show you why. So I'm going to click on it, and now it has popped up on the screen. Okay, So since this is my very first canvas print, I decided to also upload a picture of me. Let me see. My babies. Oops. There it is. All right, here we go. So now you're on the canvas. Okay. Oops, I got two of them. Let me go ahead and get rid of one of them. So with Canva Pro, if you can, let me see if I can zoom in here. You can see this is an old picture of our old house. And there's a lot of junk in the background. So with Canva Pro, I can literally click on the picture, go to background remover, and I know there are a lot of other editing sites out there. I just don't know how to use them. I go background remover, and look, it took away the background. So what I'm gonna do is bring them down over here. Now, remember, my canvas is 4 by 6. So I need the background to be smaller. I'm gonna make the background 5 by 7. So I'm gonna go to position here. Be nice. And I'm gonna go to width 7, height 5. Oops, look at me already messing up. Let's try that again. I'm gonna go and click on the actual background and make that 7 by 5. Okay, then I'm gonna grab onto the photo and adjust it within that 7 by 5. Now I want it larger so that when I sublimate, it goes all the way onto the edges. Now, okay, let's see if we can play around with this. Let's see right in here. And I want to see how large the photo itself is. And I think that I want that to be, let's see, probably about, I think I'm gonna do 5.5 by 3 by 5, and see what that looks like. Okay. Now we'll get it into the position that we want. We have to leave some room around the edges because we know that the sublimation sheet will be larger than the canvas. Okay, well, that's cute. Although, look at her little head right here. We gotta adjust that. But right now, we're just playing around with it. We're just seeing how this all comes together. So now I wanna do some text. Let's see what we got here. Let's add a heading. Okay. Be nice. Okay. I don't know if I want to add it on the bottom, add it on the top. What do I want to do here? Let me just add it right here for a second. Okay. So what do I want to say? I don't know. Blessings. I could put their names here. I could actually put their, let me see. I can put their names. You know, I think I'm going to do that. And we have Jose. That's my boy twin. And we're going to put an and. And we're going to put an oops. Olivia. Okay. Now let's change the font. So So when I go to font over here, I have a ton of fun. So let me see. See the handwriting. Let's see. What do we like? If you can see it there. Ooh, I do like this butterfly. Okay, okay. And it's called, I'm sorry, it's called Brittany. I like that. Okay, Olivia and Jose. Now, where do I want that? Ooh, that looks so cute. Okay. And I think I'm just gonna keep it simple. Maybe, you know what, I'm gonna add like a little text box. And I wanna put establish. EST in their birth year. But I don't like that font with that right there. So I think I want a different font. Ah, this is called Playpen Sans. And I can move this right over here, right underneath Olivia's name. I think right there. Let's see how that looks. Okay. I'm going to take this here. I'm going to hold down the shift and I'm going to take the other one so that I can move them together. Where is it? I can group them together so that when I move one, oops, I can move the other. Now, remember, I am not a pro at this, so there's probably an easier way to do this. And I have to be careful because we know that this canvas is going to be larger, okay, than the actual canvas that I am going to be placing this on. All right, I think this is so cute. Now, let me see. If you see here, I'm going to point with my finger. There's a line here, so it's centered. I want to make sure it's centered. I'm going to take this photo and make sure it's centered as well. And then I'm going to go over to the elements. And I just want to grab let's see if I can even put 4 by 6. I don't want a frame. I want a 4 by 6 box. Let's see if this works. Okay. Let's see. Man, they look the same to me. Okay, perfect. Now I'm gonna take this box and it will let me. Oh, there it is. Okay, now that I have the box up there, I'm gonna rotate it. Okay. Then I want to make sure I'm gonna go to position. Make sure it is 4 by 6, so 6. Ah, see, look at that. One of the first mistakes we have here is to know that with this particular frame that I chose, it's locked. So what that means is I cannot customize it to the height that I want. All right, so I had to figure that out for a second there to figure out what was gonna work. And, uh-oh, look at it disappeared. Okay, so it's shapes that's gonna work for me. So now that I chose just a basic square, I'm going to click on it and I'm gonna go to position. And this is where I'm going to put in 6 by 4. And I know that it's like this dark color over here, which I do not care at the very moment. I can make it a little bit more transparent if I want to see my image in the middle. The point is just to make sure everything that I want is going to fit on my little canvas that I have here. So we're gonna bring the Olivia and Jose down. In fact, I'm gonna make their photo just a little bit tinier. Let's go ahead and center everything back where it was. Okay. Let's boop, ooh, ooh, ooh. There's also this lovely back button here, just in case you move something. I'm gonna grab that square again, just to make sure everything is fitting. Okay, so in this photo, we see that, okay, I get a piece of a tree over here. I get a little bit of this tree over here. So let's see if I can get a little bit more in the photo, a little bit more of the elements. So I'm gonna click on the outside photo. Oops, and I'm gonna zoom in some. Let's zoom it in a little bit. All right, zoom in here. Let's give it a little bit so I can kind of see what I'm getting. If you double click, if you double click on the original canvas, be nice to me, picture. Okay, if you double click on the picture, you can kind of figure out what you want, how you can center it. So I'm gonna go ahead and adjust a little bit of the frame because I really want more of that tree. Or do I want more of this tree? Let's see how that looks. Click anywhere outside. Okay. I am gonna bring it down just a tiny bit because I do want more of the tree over here. Okay, so now we know. I don't need the, let me see, let me move it just a teeny bit more. Okay, so within the box, let's stretch my screen out a little bit more so you can see. I have the picture of the twins. I have some tree, I have a little bit of ground, and have a little bit of picture over here. Let me see, I have their blanket. I think that looks good. Okay, so now that I don't need the box anymore, I'm going to delete it. Okay. And then I'm going to change the heading to this to Canvas print. Our Canvas test. Okay, just so I know what's going on. Since I'm not a pro at it, what I always do is I go back here. It says that it's going to auto-save, and it may be doing that. But I tend to go to File and just push Save anyway, just to make sure. And then what we have to do is come back over here, and you see this button where it says Share. We're going to download it. Now, there are multiple pages. We just want that very last page that we were working on. So we're gonna uncheck all the boxes and check the one we want, okay? And we are going to say done. And I'm not going to do a transparent background. I'm just gonna leave it, which is a feature of Canvas Pro. I know there are some other things on here. I have not perfected that yet. Maybe you have tips and tricks for me. So, leave them down below. I will be reading every comment if I get any. All right, you're gonna go ahead and download. And let's see, it's doing its thing here. Okay, so then it pops up here. What I'm gonna do is instead save it to my desktop. Ooh, look at me not being able to spell. Canvas, trust. Ooh, child. We're leaving it. And we're gonna put save. Okay, now what I'm going to do is minimize this, minimize everything. So many things I'm working on. Look at me, I have my goals here, my goals. All right, so people do things a lot of different ways. I think I'm gonna go to my Libra Office Writer, if it's gonna come up. this year. And I'm gonna see about printing from here. I can also print from Cricut Design Space as well, but then I gotta turn it on and I'm not in the mood to do that. So let's see about opening up from my desktop. And we're gonna go Canvas. And we're gonna open it and see how it opens up here. Oh, okay, well, it did its own thing. Okay. So it looks cute. Okay, you know, can I move it? Oh, I can. This is my very first time doing this, so I don't know what all the features are. So now I'm just gonna take it and I'm going to print it. Now, because I turned this particular printer into a sublimation printer, it is supposedly going to print backwards, okay? So we're just going to print. I'm gonna grab it and we'll go from there. Okay, after watching a few videos, I am I'm warming up my press to 385 degrees. I'm going to pre-press the little canvas sheet. This is the photo. It is in mirrored settings, and I went ahead and I cut some laminate out because that laminate is going to be pressed right over here first with the image pressed right on top like this. So step 1, pre-press canvas. Step 2, put the laminate film over and press. Step 3, press with the picture on top. Alrighty, I'm doing this one-handed. What they say is you should lint roll your project. And to use a new roll each time. Alrighty, I'm about to take it over to the press. Alrighty, I'm back over here at the heat press. We are going to press the canvas for a few seconds to see if there's any moisture in it, because we want all moisture removed. Using some kids' IKEA paper, play paper. All right, let's see. Give me a second. All right, just about 5 seconds. Alrighty, like that. Well, we need to let this piece, because it is hot, even with 5 seconds it's hot. We need to let it set for a second to cool down. Then we'll be back to press the laminate sheet. Alrighty, we're gonna press the laminate for 20 seconds at 385. And we want the matte side down. I am just gonna protect my press by putting the butcher paper over it. Let me make sure nothing's poking out. All right, alrighty, it is done. It did adhere to the bottom sheet. It is quite hot. I'm going to let it sit for a second because when I tried to lift it, it kind of unadhered. So we're gonna give it a few seconds and to cool, then I'll peel it off. Alrighty, it's cooled down. I've trimmed off the excess. It's nice and shiny. So what I'm going to do is now tape down my image and head back over to the press. Alrighty, we're back over here at the press at 385. We're actually going to do 60 seconds. I need to turn that up a little bit. The time. Okay. I have this press and I have an easy press. However, I was going to try it on the easy press and it doesn't get up to this degree. So big press it is. I am printing on a sub paper. I decided to tape down the edges to see if that helps anything at all. I'm going to use a larger piece of that, that crafting paper. And then we'll come back when it's done. Alrighty, I removed the butcher paper. They say you should be able to see your print through the sublimation paper. I don't own any heat gloves, so what I need to do is I'm going to slide it onto this nice board here so I can go ahead and remove it at my desk. Alrighty, so now that it's out of the heat press, I'm going to go ahead and remove it. I have two hands now because I have Miss Olivia helping me. Say hi, Olivia.
Hi.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and flip it over backwards. Let's see if the reveal. It's hot steel, and if you notice, the back is kind of lifting a little bit. Alrighty, let's go ahead and see if we can peel it away without messing it up. Oh my goodness, it turned out so good. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. The colors are vibrant. I love it a lot. All right, let's see about this tape on the back. Will it ruin? Yes. Okay, so that's something that we need to know. You do need to be very careful with peeling it off the back. I'm not, because this is just a test print. It's my print, but I'm gonna have to find a workaround. Should I just remove this whole back in general and place another backing there? What would be nice is I could use a colored backing. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. But this is what the print itself looks like, all nice and shiny. And then look how much ink it took off. So here are the two. Well, thank you for coming to the channel and watching me. We would like you to do what, Olivia?
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye now.
Peace.